Hey guys, we've got another episode today, and we're going to be talking with our friend Dr. Steve Sikorsky. Yeah, it's like the helicopters, except he doesn't have the helicopter money.
No, seriously.
So we had Steve on the Higher Line podcast. Steve and I do some training together at Paul Sharp's Jiu-Jitsu and Combatives gym. And one of the things that he does every time we're done, when he's there, is he does a core workout. Why?
So injury prevention. And,
Okay.
Putting a little bit extra time in will help prevent injuries. Everything stems from our core. So that's glutes all the way to our ribcage. And so the ability to have a stable platform, whether to throw a punch or to do jiu-jitsu from, will help prevent disc injuries. And so that's what we're working on.
And the disc injuries, like
Bulging, herniation, strain, pulls. The stronger we are and the better the foundation to build off of, then we'll be able to develop more power.
Okay.
And so one of my analogies I use is in a car, traction control. What does it do? It turns off powers to the wheels that are slipping. And so if we don't have a really good foundation, then the body's going to turn off its ability to produce power. So the stronger our core is, the more power we're going to produce.
I dig it. Now, what we're about to do, this is something, somebody that's going to watch this here, they could just replay this and go ahead and do it. And every day probably wouldn't be too much.
5 days a week would be really good.
Okay. Do you take 2 days off in a row or like one?
2 days off in a row.
Okay.
You could go 2 days on, 1 day off, or five days on, 2 days off.
Okay.
You can really never work your core too much, especially if we're going to push our body. Whether it's triathlon, jiu-jitsu, boxing, I mean, just
Old age.
old age.
All right, so my sister Wendy happens to be here. We used to call her Bendy Wendy, so we'll see how bendy she is. Go in the back so we don't have to see you, okay? I'm just kidding. So we'll just follow along with you.
All right.
Whatever we're going to do.
Let's do it. Lay down.
Lay down?
Yep, lay down.
We're going to put our hand back.
On our backs.
Okay.
Bend one knee, doesn't matter.
Oh, I like this one.
Yes. Put hands underneath the small of the back.
Should the hands be crossed or just flat like so?
Just flat.
Okay.
This will just help maintain our curve in our lumbar spine. Double chin. And so we're going to tuck our chin, and then we're just going to come up till our shoulder blades come off the table or off the floor. And we're going to hold it.
Shoulder blades. How should our breath be through this?
Relaxed. And just be breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, and we're just going to be holding it for time. And what we're looking for with this is the ability to tighten the core. So all of our stomach, the sides, the front, even our back should be firing. We're not looking to have our chin come forward. That's why we did a double chin, because that's going to protect our back, our neck.
So now what?
Good. We're going to come out, and we're bend the knees, and we're going another minute. We're going to push our stomach out, pressure, squeeze, and then come up. Hands can be on our side, hand can be on our chest, doesn't much matter.
Where's the preferred spot if you're a hard ass?
A hard ass is with impulses, but I'll just do it off here.
Okay, no
Good.
impulses.
Now, if we have, if our hamstrings start to cramp up, all we have to do is just bring our heels a little closer to our buttocks, and then that way we'll recruit less hamstring and it'll be more focused on glutes.
So more glutes, feet closer. Oh, I felt that. It kind of relaxed a little bit.
Turns them off. Yeah. Another way to turn off hamstring, or even make it a little bit harder, is pull the toes up and then push our heels into the ground. And then we're just coming up. Again, stomach, if I walk by and punched you in the belly, it would be rock hard.
Hell yeah, it is.
Tight. Squeeze the peanut. We're going to come up, and we're just doing a little bit of shin box. And so this is just a really good, well, you're flexy, so you should be good at this, but ability to work hip and foot's turned out on the back. We're going to be straight here, and then we're just going to come down and hold it for 2, 1, 2, and then we switch. And this is good for jiu-jitsu too, because working butterfly guard or the ability to get back into guard, we need to have good hip flexibility. And this is a way to do it. 1, 2, And we're gonna do 10 of these.
So this is similar to pigeon pose in yoga.
Okay. 2, and then we're gonna do one more set. 2, last one. 1, 2. Good. We're gonna go into side bridge. Side bridge, we're gonna have top foot is in front, and then we just do a 3-part with it. If we have a shoulder problem, we would cup here. Now there's a magnet, a north magnet and a north magnet. So the first part is going to be the ability to push our body away from the table or the mat, make ourselves proud, open up our chest, and then we're coming up. And we'll do a minute. Now if we can't get to a minute on these, that's okay. You can always start with 10 seconds. 10 seconds is actually a great time to start with because there's a specific energy system within the muscle, and 10 seconds is actually going to start to go beyond that particular energy cycle. So if we would start totally from the beginning, we could start with like trying to get 10 seconds 10 times on any one of these exercises.
I like that. 10, 10, and 10.
10, 10, 10.
10.
Just show off.
What do you mean? You want some weight? That'd be good.
Make it even harder.
I got some 90 or I got a couple hundos over there.
Crush it. Good. We're going to take it this way, make our hand come, make sure our stomach is still tight, and then we're coming back to the other side.
So now the other foot's in front.
Yes, top foot's always in front. And again, we have that magnet pushing our rib cage towards the ceiling. We're making ourselves proud, protecting the rotator cuff. And then if we need to, we can always just cup the shoulder. And the other variation would be off our knees. And that would be the
What would cause us to need to cup our shoulder like you're explaining?
rotator cuff, so like tendonitis,
Okay.
shoulder pain, old injuries. And again, if it hurts, cut back the time, and even if you cut back the time, it still hurts, you don't have to do it.
Are we doing the other arm up again?
You could if you wanted to.
Yes. Well, we're going to go into a different arm. One, and we're going down. Variation to the regular back bridge will be with one leg up. And we're going to, again, make our core very tight. The more the leg is towards the buttocks, the less the hamstring will be recruited. This leg could be up, and then we're just coming up, and we're going to hold it. And this is good for jiu-jitsu too, because if we're in the guard, and somebody's trying to pass our guard, we're going to come up and try to meet them. And so this will be a position for us to hold and be. And the variation from this one would be just repetitions, which we'll do on the other leg. Now here, we don't want our hip to be uneven. We want our hip to be level. Stomach needs to be tight. And then we're squeezing one glute, trying to keep it parallel.
So just like if you were standing squarely, your hips should be kind of
Facing.
square to your shoulders,
Yes.
or parallel to rather.
Mm-hmm. Good. Switch. On this one, we'll just rep out. We'll do a set of 20. And again, we're going to be trying to keep the pelvis level so it's not dropping. So if we come up, we're going to squeeze. 1, 2. Hip is not down. Hip is up. Stomach is rock hard. 1, 2. And then we're just coming up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20. Good. And then we're coming up. This will be good for shoulders. It'll work with flexibility. Again, if there's a lot of pain, don't do it. Be smart. The closer our hands together, the greater the stretch we'll have in the shoulder. And then this will just be the table. It's very basic, but we're coming up. Again, squeezing the glutes, driving the glutes. And this is good for shoulder extension. It's also, it's the typical guy does too many bicep curls. So this will be stretching biceps, wrist.
I feel it in my buys.
Yeah. Curls are for the girls.
Curls are for the girls. That's what instructor Z always says.
And we're just holding it up. And again, neck is relaxed. And we're breathing just comfortably. We're coming up. And we're just holding. Again, squeeze the glutes. Stretch the shoulders. Working. And the nice thing about, if we are doing core and trying to be multifaceted, so here's a shoulder stretch while we're still working our stomach and our glutes, double duties.
Yeah.
And that curl up, the first exercise, is actually pretty cool. Because let's say you were in the gym and you're benching.
Get your ass up, sis.
And instead of just staring at the chicks, you could just put your hands and do the curl up right on the bench. And then your rest period is your workout, is your core. It just makes it quicker. Nice. Keeps your heart rate up. All right, 1 minute. Good.
That's a good one.
Cause my hands to go numb. What's that mean, Doc?
Carpal tunnel, man. Carpal tunnel. All right, right back up to the curl up. Chin tucks. Again, we're trying to be long in the head. Neck is tucked. We're not coming up like this. This is going to jack our neck. Stomach tight, and then we're up. But this time, we'll make it a little bit harder. We're just going to add a little impulses in, and we'll do 60 of them.
What do you think, Drew? Is this interesting?
Visually.
I mean, you think people are you people enjoying it? Well, the reason I wanted to pass it on, because I enjoy when Steve's at the gym and we get to do it. It's just so simple. If you're doing it right, you're not going to hurt yourself. And it's just something you can do after you have your coffee in the morning and do a few basic movements like this, getting your body primed up. And
Beautiful. Let's do a little bit of spinal mobility. We're going to do some cat camels. Well, that's what I call them. Hands are going to be in line with the shoulders. Hips are in line with the knees. And then it's just a 2 count. So we're going to let our body arch. So if we poured water in the small of our back, it would pool. Now we're going the other way. Up, stretch. 1, 2. And now we're coming down. Again, we're looking for that mobility. 1, 2. Arms are in line, hips are in line. We're driving, 1, 2. We're just going to do a set of 10, 1, 2. Looking for the stretch, and then this way we're compressing and working on disc hydrodynamics. And this is just a great fundamental back exercise, but also helps prevent injuries. And that's a great exercise, and she's doing it spectacular.
they call that cat cows in yoga.
All right, cat cows. We'll call it cat cows.
Cat camels is cool.
Cool. All right. Cool. Now we're going to move on to a partner one, and I like this one. So this is awesome. We're going to be in that front plank, because front plank we can be here. Again, if we're front planking, we don't want our shoulders up and using too much traps. We're going to be sucking our shoulder blades down and together. Core is super tight, no arching of the back, no sticking of the chin forward. So we're going to be up, and we're just going to make it a little exciting. So we're at the gym. I'm working out, and now I'm not pulling from my biceps. I'm pulling from my shoulder blade. And we're just working on torsional stiffness and the ability to really put the core and connect it to the shoulders.
I think if people try this with somebody, the point isn't that we're trying to yank each other over either, right?
No, because then we're going to be twisting and turning too much. We still want to be nice and square, but we want to have a little bit of resistance. And again, muscles between the shoulder blades are working. This is really hard, and it's a very good exercise. And so we'll do a variation after this, which you can do with the wall, but I'm going to use Mickey here. All right, so Mickey is going to put his hand up, and we're just going to push. So we could use the wall, and again, now we're stabilizing the body, and we're pushing forward through the person or through the wall, really building tightness. 10, switch. So the first one we pulled, this one we're pushing. So again, trying to work both push and pull. This is hard. All right, get that kettlebell. Good. And we're going to be dragging it across.
Oh, dragging. Okay.
Boom, and picking it up. So if we did this on our own, without like a partner group, we're going to take that, we're going to pull the kettlebell across, boom, and then I would take it and bring it back.
Mm-hmm. So bring it over, switch, switch.
And then down, take it.
I was only doing a one-way drag.
Well, we're going to switch.
Oh, because I'm in the middle?
Yes. Oh, you got both now. You have to go both ways. It makes it hard for you.
The rubber on rubber.
It's kind of...
All right. Good.
I think people get the idea too. Good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Whew. And you can repeat any of these exercises as many times as you want. If you want to throw another curl up in, another bridge, you're more than welcome. You can make it easy as hard as you want. But if it's a beginner, or we are nursing an injury, or you're coming back and getting back into shape, 10 seconds, 10 times. And I'll just run through that routine once. So it'll be 10 seconds on a curl up, 10 seconds on a bridge, and some cat camels. So this is a really nice general one. Again, chin is tucked, shoulders are going to be squeezed together, stomach again, rock hard. So if I put that kettlebell, drop it on me. If my stomach is deactivated or not on, the kettlebell would sink in. If I turn my stomach on, the kettlebell is going to be up. And that's what I mean when I'm turning the stomach on. It's working, just like if somebody punched us in the belly. Off, on. So my stomach is on, chin is tucked, and we're going to come up. 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, 1. We're coming here. The hands up. Stomach is again. If I put the kettlebell on, it's tight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we can roll right back into the cat-cow, as Mickey calls it. Hands are in line with the shoulders, knees are in line with cat. 1, 2. Cat-cow, cat-camel. 1, 2. 1, 2. That's 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 5. And then you would just roll right back into the curl up again. 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do bridge. We'll just make it a little harder this time. We're going to just put the foot forward. 10, 9, 8, 7. Again, pelvis is level. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Still stay up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then right back into the cat camel. And there's strengthening of abs, strengthening of glutes, mobility of the spine. 1, 2. And this routine, 5 days a week, does wonders to the lower back. 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Beautiful. We're going to finish up with one last one, and then you guys are done. We're going to go back, and this is called windshield wipers. We're going to come up with our hands are going to be, again, close together. Again, working shoulder extension and working on, stretching out the wrists and the biceps. And we're just going to let the hips move from side to side. And the legs are spread, and as one goes out, one goes in. As one goes in, the other one goes out. And we're just working flexibility. And so sometimes you'll feel one hip be a little bit tighter than the other, and that's okay. Everybody has imbalances, and we're just working on trying to loosen up, prevent injuries. If we're runners, if we do jiu-jitsu, shooting wise for wrists, this stretch is great for the shoulders. It's great for the thing. And you could do a set of 25, you could do a set of 50, doesn't matter, but we're looking for symmetry and flexibility. Perfect. And that's it.
I dig it, man. I think folks try to make stuff way too complicated. But your points, like if you guys watch this later, make sure you take away when he told you to double chin and tuck your chin, there was specific reasons. It wasn't just because it looked a certain way.
No, it's to prevent injuries or hurt your neck.
I would add, too, if you're watching this and some of these concepts, while I'm saying they're simple, if they don't seem simple, ask somebody. Go see somebody that specializes in sports medicine or...
Yeah. Or if we are starting this and you're developing pain and you're not improving, there's got to be a reason. Again, find somebody that can help you. Or, don't continue to exercise. You shouldn't be hurting yourself. This should be improving the body, not detrimental.
Doc, how do people find you?
Again, I have my Facebook page is Sikorsky Chiropractic and Fitness. And then I have a website. It's drsstevesikorsky.com.
Super cool. Hey, if you guys dug this, I know a couple years ago we did our yoga videos for shooters. If you dug this, maybe we can talk Dr. Steve into coming back over here and we'll do some more.
Yeah, we can make it harder.
Yeah, we totally can. Hey, we appreciate you. We appreciate your time. We appreciate that if you watched all of this to this point, either you wanted to see my sister, you creep, or right? You actually were getting something out of it and wanted to find a way to feel improved. You know what's cool? Like that was not a big deal, right? What did we spend? 15 minutes, and I feel great. My arms are warmed up, my guts are warmed up, my butt cheeks and thighs are warmed up. Like I just feel like, like I just finished a nice little workout.
And hopefully it'll prevent an injury.
Yeah, I dig it, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Great workout. Thank you. How was that?
So we're back out here today. We're talking about ways that we can keep our hands, arms, shoulders supple and loose for shooting in the context of shooting, but this stuff works for all of life, right? We got our friend John Oidel, Master Jedi Yoga instructor from the Yoga Lounge, Woodstock, Illinois. Strong beard game.
Yeah.
There's like a glowy, tinty aura coming off of it. It's sweet.
Yeah.
So John, you've been showing us a bunch of different moves.